So, have you guys subscribed to my YouTube channel? Do it right about now. Do it right about now. Now, today I felt like talking about something. Have you ever been in a situation where people rush you? They rush you to do something. You're trying to figure out what I'm trying to get at. First, subscribe, and then we get into it.
No, no, I give up. No, 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 I give up. No, no, can't deny that. No, no, I give up. No, no.
Hey, it is a beautiful Friday. I don't know when I'm going to upload this video, so I won't say the date. It's a beautiful Friday. And Friday at Sanyo FM is crazy. The DJ takes over. That's DJ Cassie. But let's get back into the point. I'm trying to also dress up at the same time. Back in the day when I was still in school, I won't say I was the fastest learner. I was one of those who, you're going to talk about something, I have to go through it until I get it. Sometimes it could take me 3 reads. Sometimes it could take me asking so many questions. And because I was, amazingly, I was it shy? Or I was shy to ask questions in class because you're sure somebody's going to laugh at the fact that you do not understand. You know what I mean? So I'd rather keep it quiet and then ask fellow friends of mine to help me, figure this out. I remember doing homework. Oh, my mom. I love you. My mom suffered. Like, there was something about the mathematical tables, like 7 times 6, 8 times 5. It just refused to enter my head when I was in primary school. So, you're given assignments, you're given homework, and you go home and you sit down and you do your assignment, and your mom goes through it because your mom has to sign or your dad has to sign the fact that they've checked you've done your homework. I think this is a way teachers were trying to make sure parents are involved in the children's lives. So anyway, you finish your assignment at about 7, you shower and you have dinner and you watch TV, and then your mom sits down to check your homework. And everything I did was wrong. And then she'd sit down with you after dinner, it's at about 9, and try and teach you like 8 times 5 is this. This is how you remember it. And then she asks me, so what is 8 times 5? And I'm like, and I say the wrong thing. And I think, man, that she has patience. My mom has patience, but sometimes the pinch would come in, like it was just not getting in. It took me way longer than other students to get it. And the poor lady, my poor mom, would sit down with me sometimes until midnight until I get it right, and then sign my homework. And she'd get so frustrated because for her, 8 times 5, come on, it's 40. It's 40. Me, I'm still there. These small lines over here. I'd start counting 8 times 5, like, she's trying to teach me. And oh my God, division, especially when there was a remainder. But anyway, back to the point. What I'm trying to say, I've really been beaten in my life, really. But what I'm trying to say is this: I'm one of those who takes time. Not in everything. The things that I get very fast, then the things that I do not get very fast. And for me, mathematics was one of those. Accounting is one of those. Like numbers, other side of it, I can actually get it like this. So the thing, what I'm trying to talk about today is sometimes you feel so rushed to learn something, and you should never feel rushed. That's what I've come to understand. When I was beginning my emceeing gigs, I remember I was thrown into one of the biggest stages in Kenya, and it was it called Kisima Awards? I think it was called Kisima Awards, something awards in Kenya back in the day. Yeah, and I remember Blue 3 was performing. I remember there were so many guests of honors, and the venue was Carnival. May he rest in peace. Big Kev was there, Big Ted was there, and they put me up on the stage. Remember, I'd just done a few events, and now they're putting me there to get me to learn new things. But that stage was so big for me, I was not ready for it. And they could not understand that I'm still not ready for this. So they put me on the stage. Yeah, I really did mess up. I really did mess up quite a bit on that stage. And by the time I got new gigs, or by the time I got the courage itself, you know, when it's obvious, people are so disappointed in you, the crowd is just looking at you like, who are you? I felt like I was being rushed onto this big stage, yet I'd not learned how to work my small stage. Do you know what I mean? I'd only done like 2-3 gigs, then I was thrown, boom, into this. And remember, these 2-3 gigs, I was dealing with people my age, youngsters who were teenagers. Now I've been thrown into an awards stage, big. We had the ambassador of Nigeria there. I remember even cracking a Nigerian joke. Woo, nobody laughed. So the thing is, I was put onto this big stage and I was not ready. I was being pushed onto this and I felt rushed. Never ever feel rushed to do something. If you do not understand something, Baba, Mama, take your time. Take your time. I was rushed into working, trying to be like everybody else, and I ended up even quitting a job. It didn't even take me 3 months. I hated it. I quit it, and I decided, you know what, I cannot do this. I really, it's not my calling, it's not my thing. But you're feeling rushed into doing something by society, by people around you. Some people feel rushed to get into a relationship, to get married. Oh yeah, my friends, do you know the issues? You've seen the rates of divorces that are happening all over the world, and you want to rush into a marriage. Oh yeah, take your time. Let nobody rush you. Let nobody tell you at this age you should be doing this and this and this. 2, if you do not understand something, my friends, don't be like me. I was apparently too shy, or my confidence would have been stabbed if I asked questions because I was so scared people would laugh at me. My darling, if you don't get it, ask. If you don't understand it, ask again. Read it. Take your time. Do not be rushed into anything. If you feel like you need to repeat a course because you didn't get it and you know you can do better, my friend, do not worry about what we are going to say. Repeat that course until you get it. Let's not be rushed by society because society is moving so fast and changing things. Take your time. Take your time, because you're going to rush yourself and end up failing. And then when you fail, you're even going to feel worse because you're wondering, how comes everybody else is doing it and I cannot do it? Why is everybody else understanding this and I'm not understanding? Stop beating yourself. Once you keep on beating yourself like that, you lose your self-esteem. You even lose the urge to try and do better. You lose the urge to try and find out what could be the problem. Do not be rushed into anything. Another thing I know people are rushed into is moving out of your parents' house. Hey, my darling sister, I hear you're 22, you want to move out of your parents' house. For what? For what? Oh? You want to order out? You want to start paying bills? It no be easy. It no be easy. Oh. Ask me. When your car starts doing ding, or your electricity, you know, like for those who are not in Uganda, the prepaid electricity meter, it starts doing ding, and you know you ain't got no money to put more Yaka units onto your or to add more electricity. when they shut down your water because you've not paid just like a 10k or like a 15k. Let me tell you, do not be rushed to move out of your parents' house. Even though you have a job, take your time, save that money. Talk to a few people here and there. In fact, by the time when you decide to move out, if I were you, first things first, do not move out and live alone. Move out and live with somebody else to get your system accustomed. And then when you are fully ready and you know how the world is out there, then move into your own space. My friend, I was dying to move into my own house. Adulting, responsibilities. You've got to pay your rent. You've got to take care of your house. You've got to go to work. You've got to buy food. You've got to cook. There's so much that comes with living alone. Yet if you're living in your parents' house and you've just started working, you don't have to pay your rent. Rent is already catered for you. Yes, you can help and buy vegetables and things in the house. But that stress of rent, where am I going to get my rent from? You know, sometimes your parents can even offer you some small, like I remember when I was still at my parents' house before I came to Uganda. I was working, but I was not paying rent. I was not buying food. And I'm being paid, but they'd still, you know, offer me some car transport. I'm their child. And then they tell me, save this money that you're earning. So don't be rushed into doing things. If you do not understand, take your time until you get it. Ask for help. All right? Don't be rushed into adulting or moving out of your parents' house when you're still young. Take your time, understand how the world is, understand, ask people like me who are living alone what it takes, then move in with a friend. All right? And number 3, it's never that serious. You're rushing to go where? Eh? Rushing to go where? Ask me. I started my career when all my friends had already finished school, they're lawyers, they're doctors, they're married, they have kids. They done. And I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself. My age mates are way ahead of me sometimes. I look at them and I'm like, wow, the things they've accomplished. I'm on my way and I'm coming, but at my pace. Do things at your pace. Do not be rushed. All right. So catch you guys later. Time for me to head to the other studio set up for me and my teammates. Remember, subscribe, and I'll be talking to you guys about other things later. It's all about shared experiences, the things I go through, the things I have been through, what I am learning through my life. I am not saying I am the correct person to follow or what I say you must follow. I'm just saying this is how I got myself out of situations, and this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm learning from my friends, from books, from things I watch, and from some of my mentors. So catch you guys later, and remember, it is a beautiful life. It is an Urembo affair. Peace.